Here we are in one of the most necessary rooms of any dwelling. And today I'm going to talk about some issues that people had overseas with the necessary materials you needed in this room. One was a trip in a C-46, American captain, Chinese co-pilot. They were flying out of Saigon with 12,000 pounds of cargo, all stacked in sealed cardboard cartons on the side of the airplane, with just an aisleway to get up to the cockpit. And at altitude, the captain decided he needed to use the bathroom in the back of the airplane, which is all the way back at the rear of the machine. Once in there and completed his task, he discovered there was none of this in the bathroom. Well, this was a dilemma. He tried yelling, but the co-pilot couldn't hear him because of the noise. And of course the waste hatches were open for cooling because it was hot in Southeast Asia. And the roar of the wind and slipstream just drowned out all of his pleas. Well, the next thing he could think of was to take off his boot. Took off his right boot and tried to throw it up to the cockpit to get the co-pilot's attention. Well, it didn't make it all the way up there. It hit the cargo and bounced out the waste hatch. So the Viet Cong ended up with a nice boot, and he ended up with nothing for his right foot except his sock. And the sock, of course, was enabled him to complete his mission. And he went up to the cockpit barefoot on one foot and boot on the other. And they landed in Da Nang, and once on the ground there, they began offloading these cartons. And he asked, "What's in those cartons?" He says, "It's toilet paper for the base supply officer." And he had 12,000 pounds of this necessary material. Thank you.